subscribe. Don't cost you anything, not even a nickel or dime. Shout out to Alex Hall is keeping me updated. Click the link in the description for your cool Piston gear. We're gonna get into it. But the Pistons, definitely, could they trade Joe Harris before the start of the season? It's possible. You gotta understand is we've been rumored in the Damian Lillard trade. We might be rumored in the James Harden trade, even though I don't think a James Harden trade gonna be will happen. We have been rumored in a lot of different scenarios this upcoming season, in my personal opinion. So yeah, I think it's possible we could. Whether it's a throw in for the Damian Lillard trade, whether it's a throw in for the James Harden trade, he's a shooter. He's a shooter, one of the best shooters even in the last couple of years. Even though he had an injury, even though he's been injury riddled, when he's available to play, he's one of the best shooters. Or we could keep him, you know. If Isaiah Livers is messing up and you know what I'm saying, not really on his job, you could play Joe Harris. But we have a lot of guys, man, that's overlapping. We got about 6 or 7 guards and 6 or 7 guys. And the reason why I asked this is because, you know, James Edwards III put him out of his predictions for the Pistons rotation, which is kind of crazy. You don't trade for a player who takes up majority of the cap space while playing them, in my personal opinion. And if he does play, if he does stay on this team but doesn't get traded, I expected him to have a really big season. I expect him to come out because he gonna play for a contract season. He 31 years old. I'm expecting him to shoot the lights out the ball and probably get traded by the deadline. If I'm gonna keep it all the way 100%, 1,000. So my personal opinion, that's just how I really see it. Joe Harris is a great shooter, phenomenal, but he can't play defense to save his life. Maybe they got him because they think about trading Bogey soon, which a trade with him and Killian almost went down soon. But there is going to be a trade before camp, and this might be a trade. It might be one of the bigger guys. It might be Bagley. It might be Wiseman. We really don't know yet, man. It's gonna be interesting, you know what I'm saying, next month, month and a half, you know. The season but I think begins in October. Yeah, normally October, later October, almost Halloween. So we got about a month and a half, but Joe Harris really intrigues me to be a really good shooter for Cade. And for what we're hearing about Cade, that Cade is busting everybody tail on the U.S. select team. He giving people fits. People are really trying to come from him, challenge him, but Cade is handling the pressure, in my opinion. But that's what Cade does. And when we hearing Cade expects to have a gigantic year, he's gonna probably try to be an all-star close to it. But you already know how the league does the Pistons. He probably won't get in there just because everybody hates the Pistons and don't nobody show the Pistons love. So he can put out a 25 and 6-6 season. Ain't nobody gonna care. He can do whatever he want to, and we can have a winning record. We can have, you know what I'm saying, be somewhere around the play in, and they still ain't gonna give him his flowers. So me personally, you know. But I would, and another thing to look out for, if K really balls out and we really take the next step, I think people really going a lot more people are going to be willing to pay with Cade and the Pistons that a lot of people weren't expecting, in my personal opinion. So yeah, really interesting, really how it goes. You guys let me know how you feel about this, how you feel about the Pistons, and do you think K will have a bigger season? Do you think Joe Harris? Do you guys think Joe Harris gets traded, and for who? Do you guys think he'd be a part of Damian Lillard or Joe Harris? Or James Harden trade if James Harden even gets traded? What can the Pistons get for him? Can we get a couple more second rounders? We would have got 4 for 'em. Maybe we can trade that in the future for a couple first, and trade for somebody with that. You never really know. The NBA works in mysterious and tricky ways. We've seen a lot of second round picks get traded though like crazy. So hey man, I'm not really too surprised. We got to build up assets. We got to build up wealth. But this team, what's becoming of this NBA team is kind of crazy. What's going on with the Pistons could be a crazy offseason. I'm expecting maybe to trade for somebody else. I'm expecting another signing at the bare minimum. I don't know why people ain't signed Kelly Oubre yet. Um, I wish we would have signed a trade for PJ Washington. That would have been phenomenal. But hey, man, we're going to see what happens next. What's going to come down the pipeline for the Pistons. Your boy, Piston Mike, I'm out, man. Peace.